It's Lonely Juice. You know we keeping it juicy.
Spilling truth with a smile so sweet. Talking all the buzz from the blogs and the tweets. From the headline to the hometown streets. She bring the flavor, can't nobody compete. Something juicy with Nani Juicy. Talk out of town, yeah, she got the news. Keeping it fun, keeping it true. It's something juicy, keeping it juicy too.
Welcome back, everybody. You're tapped into Jammin with Juice, and like you heard the lady say, it is time for something juicy. Ooh, yeah. All right.
She didn't say all that.
She did in the extended version. But anyway, the very first thing that I'm going to bring up for something juicy, the U.S. House approves the release of the Epstein Files in a nearly unanimous vote, you guys.
You don't say.
So on Tuesday, the House voted to pass a bill requiring the Department of Justice to release the files related to Jeffrey Epstein, following months of resistance from President Donald Trump and GOP leaders. The vote was overwhelmingly in favor with a tally of 427 to 1. Representative Clay Higgins was the only member to cast a no vote. Higgins posted a statement on X citing his claims. He expressed concern about how the files could harm innocent people. He also mentioned he would change his vote to yes if the Senate addresses his privacy concerns in an amended version of the bill. Survivors of Epstein who had gathered outside of the Capitol to demand the release of the files celebrated in the House gallery after the vote concluded. Epstein had previously been convicted on state charges of soliciting prostitution and soliciting prostitution from a minor. Although Trump stated on Monday that he would sign the bill into law if it reached his desk, which it does now, many Democrats in the Capitol are skeptical about the sincerity of his support given his earlier strong resistance to the proposal. But it passed, you guys, so it is gonna head on over to Trump, where he is gonna have to sign it over, you know. And it's kind of weird to me
if he wants to sign it over, though.
But he said he would. Now, do I believe it? I'm at the point where I believe it when I see it, type of stuff.
Yeah,
but it's really weird to me that all of a sudden, I feel like yesterday and like even earlier this week, he was telling the Republicans to vote yes on it. Like he switched completely.
Yeah, he's like, I'm ready for it, man.
Yeah, he was like, all right, I want the Republicans to vote a yes on it so they can come out, which is mighty suspicious to me.
Don't you find that suspicious?
It is mighty suspicious because it's like, what, did y'all use AI to corrupt the files now and change some things up so your name at least isn't in it? Like, what was really going on? You know, what was really going on up in them files where now you're like, oh, I don't care what goes on. Just mighty suspicious to me. But again, I think it just alludes to the fact that a lot of people today just don't have trust in the government. So the fact that I'm even saying, oh, I don't even trust that the files are not going to be tainted with, you know, once they do eventually come out, it's crazy to me. But I am curious as to what would happen next. Like after everything is out, after we see who is actually going to be on there, whether it's Trump or other celebrities that we know, and what happens to them moving forward, you know, and how do the victims actually get justice. But I guess we're going to have to wait and see that part.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to wait and see what happens, Juice. So like you said, it is going to head to the Senate. And I guess we're going to get the Senate vote then. And being that overwhelmingly on both sides, from the Republican Party to the Democrat Party, they basically did a unanimous vote of we need to release these things. I think we'll see the same exact cause and effect happen with the Senate, and it'll just be up to Donald Trump if he wants to release it or not. But I'm with you, Juice. I think there will be a bunch of it will be tampered with. There will be redactions from these Epstein files. Well, because ultimately, like, even and I don't even want to just say like, you know, they're not supposed to do this, because they are, right? This is one of the reasons why I came down with the JFK files, that a lot of things couldn't be put out for such a long time because people who were in those files were still alive at the time. So traditionally, they would wait for people to pass away, or members who were actually put in those files to no longer be like an American citizen or be impacted in some way, shape, or form. So when it comes down to these Jeffrey Epstein files, I'm certain that the victims' names will be redacted because a lot of them are still alive. Even when it comes down to Donald Trump, a lot of the people who are still going to be in these files, it's going to be redactions. However, you know, I would like to see it come out full and full, you know, see everybody's name on there. If Diddy's on there, if Chris Tucker's on there, Jay-Z's on there, I want to see who, what, when, and where, how, and everything went down. You know, I want to see those types of things because as the story unravels and unfolds, we see how powerful Jeffrey Epstein was. You know, and then I think, you know, if Donald Trump is in this to the magnitude that we do, that people do believe that he is in there. Talking about blowing Bubba, you know, hopefully we'll find out who Bubba really is, you know, and in doing so, it may actually taint President Trump's reputation for the rest of his life.
We'll see.
Yeah, no, we're definitely going to see. We're definitely going to see. So we'll see exactly what happens. But being that it, like I said before, it was a unanimous vote between the Republican and Democrat Party, and they can't agree on anything besides these Epstein files. I think this speaks to his voter base right now, and his voter base truly wanting the truth of what happened with these Epstein files, because Epstein was viewed as one of the biggest sexual perpetrators of all time. And if Donald Trump is one of these people who was a sexual perpetrator, which he, 33-time convicted felon, I'm certain that he will lose a lot of support, if not be impeached after this.